13 people were stranded at sea for 3 days and 3 nights. Amid the chaos, one person accidentally got separated from the group. Just as everyone was sinking into despair, an island suddenly appeared ahead. The group, facing certain doom, instantly regained hope. Summoning their last ounce of strength, they struggled to reach the island. They thought they had narrowly escaped death by sheer luck. But before they had a chance to celebrate, a eerie howl suddenly echoed from the island. Just as everyone was frozen with fear, Tom, who had previously gone missing, suddenly appeared. It turned out that Tom had actually turned misfortune into fortune. He had discovered the deserted island before anyone else. The screeching sound from earlier was just a prank he had played. After a brief rest, Tom decided to explore the island for survival resources. Luckily, they successfully found an ample supply of fresh water and discovered large schools of fish in the waters. After a week of life and death struggles at sea, they finally had a hearty meal and spent their first night on the island in peace. But the next day, a torrential rain hit the deserted island. Seeing this, Matt suggested that everyone venture into the jungle to explore. No one knew how long the downpour would last, and perhaps they could find shelter deep within the jungle. Everyone agreed with Matt's idea, and the group immediately set off into the depths of the dense forest. Before long, they indeed found a thatched hut. The interior was covered in cobwebs and thick with dust. It was clear it had been abandoned for a long time. Mary dug out a large pile of canned goods from a cabinet inside. Just as everyone was about to eat, Matt stopped them. Matt pointed out that they didn't know how long they'd be stranded, and that they had to conserve their food. But no one agreed with him. They agreed that regaining their strength right now was the priority. Matt's attempts to persuade them were in vain, so he had no choice but to leave. Meanwhile, the others found several sets of clean clothes, a total of 12 sets, perfectly sized for each person. The only set missing was one for Matt. The group didn't think much of it, assuming it was just a coincidence. The next day, Jim, who has autism, flipped through a notebook they'd found in the house and seemed to discover a crucial clue. He then ran off alone toward the mountaintop. By the time their nanny, Kelly, noticed, Jim had already vanished. Everyone immediately split up to search the area. When they reached the mountaintop, they discovered 2 graves. The sight sent Kelly into a panic, and she grew even more desperate to find Jim. Seeing this, Matt immediately suggested they split up to search. Soon, someone spotted Jim's footprints. Following the trail, the group successfully found him. But by then, Jim had already fallen unconscious. Just as they were examining him, Jim's face suddenly filled with fear. Kelly hurried over to comfort him, and only then did he calm down. After everyone returned to the thatched hut together, Nick quietly told Matt that he suspected Jim had been attacked by someone, but since Jim has autism, he couldn't speak up to reveal the truth. So the group had no way of knowing the exact reason. At lunch, Matt proposed 2 survival options.